recording.
All right, guys. So I've muted Jordan.
Or is that just a test?
That's okay. Hey.
What was that, Jordan? You wanted to give that Jawa 100,000 credits? All right.
Oh yeah. All right.
I've made worse decisions.
You're the chosen one.
in game and out of game.
Haven't we all?
You're donating all your character points to everybody else tonight?
Well, don't like that one.
All for a diamond shovel? Oh man.
Man, I can't wait until Jowkazza finds like a shovel that's digging with strength plus 2D. He's just I'm gonna spend 50 character points for this thing.
I would so do that.
We're just gonna call Jowkazza the excavator.
I did.
All right. Go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say I have like my own little character sheet going because I noticed that specifically the shovel has not been added yet, so
I'm working.
I'm keeping all my own notes. I'm gonna just start adding random stuff as I go.
I'll have to. I'm like gotta find some time in my life to be able to do these.
Don't worry, Jay. We've tried that before, and then mysteriously things disappear or get stolen.
I'm working on through the last like mission 6, and then I can move on to 7. 6, I have all of the items that we picked up in the character points. I just haven't added those, and so if I go through and do 6, and David, I could do 7 as well.
7 was the last one that you weren't even in, right, Jordan?
Yeah, but I'll need to listen to it. But you know what? I probably should listen to it before it.
I have most of the mission log for 7 kind of written out, or a lot of it. Everything's been really crazy for us, but I just haven't finished it all. Like I should be able to get it up sooner rather than later, but my speaking of COVID, one of my coworkers got COVID, so then luckily I didn't see him at all because I was out on vacation for a week, but then I came back from vacation. And instead of having a really slow time in the office, I got his whole workload. And then
That's fun.
Yeah, it's been great. But then we've got the real difficulty for me has been everything at home. Nothing like bad between me and Katie, but she's been having her family and her life has been really difficult for her lately. She had her godmother just passed away, and she's having stress with her mom and her dad, and nothing crazy, but it's just been like zero time.
Yeah.
She's doing great with it.
Layers always slows it up.
Yeah, and then I'm like trying to like figure out how to weave in backstories and things into missions, and then we spend a whole mission crossing a river and digging a trench.
Then you should feel really happy because we haven't done anything. You got plenty of stuff planned for the next 50 missions.
I have like so much. Well, and I'm sure that this has been the case with like for you, Luke, or for you, Jordan. Like I have so much stuff where I'm like, I've just written like 5 pages worth of stuff that nobody will ever see potentially because they might just say, no, we're not going deeper in the base anymore. We're gonna leave.
Yeah, but the secret there is you just take that and you just reincorporate it later down the road when no one's expecting it, and they never were then better anyway to know about it.
All right, so Jowkazza's digging a pit, and you fall into a pirate base. So
this looks like a Wookiee pit.
Last week we had Jowkazza, Jawa Jimmy, and Bota in the jungle, separated from everybody else. Their land speeder.
Our pirate buddy died.
Yeah. Nice. So what do you guys remember? Let's go with that.
Yeah, so I remember we had our little armored transport thing. Rode as far as we could because we didn't have much fuel left. we got to the river, essentially forged the river with actually very little issue. I was very surprised. I thought for sure something was going to happen that was bad.
No dysentery.
And then we set up, yeah, something.
Would have been
Inoka
the
pops out
Titanic.
and grabbed somebody's leg. So we made it across, set up camp. Jowkazza got a wild hair up his nose and dug this ginormous, basically like culvert all the way or a semicircle around the campsite that was like 6 feet deep and 4 feet wide. And we started seeing, I guess, like wild animals or something like that, like watching us off in the distance. And we were going to take shifts, and I think we told the droid to take the first shift, and he said, "Forget you guys."
Wait, he's just ahead though. He's gonna stay awake no matter what.
No, it was
Sparky the-
Jawa Jimmy's droid,
Oh.
Sparky.
Yeah.
And then we woke up and our pirate buddy was dead that we had brought along. Like, look, I think you said he was like, look, you'd been like crushed or something.
No.
It looked like
His
Go ahead,
heart,
Jay.
his heart had given up and like exploded basically.
Oh, okay.
I said, oh no, I crushed him because I was sleeping right next to him, but upon further
There we go.
inspection, no, he probably died from like stress. We all had, well, not all of us. Bota didn't have a dream, but myself and Jawa Jimmy both had very.
Oh, that's right. You guys had all those dreams.
Yeah, we had stressful dreams, and then he died. We had a little service for him. We buried him at sea via the river, and then I think we closed out with the. I was trying to remember everything I could in my dream, and I remembered this gal that's on the screen right now that matches up with this mask, which is the mask that we saw when we were given this crazy mission to come to this place and do something. And now we're going towards big old spiders. And we still have that lady that's talking about
Maxie's still hanging out with us too.
Yep.
So
She's
we were
been helping us
supposed to
guide us through the forest.
our band were supposed to appear at this resort like I don't know, like a day or two ago, and instead we've been out in the woods.
Were they? Did you ever actually set up a gig?
Uh-oh. Yeah, did we, manager?
Or were you just gonna show up?
Hey, I'm just the talent. The manager is supposed to book those gigs. Bogus West.
That's right. That's a good question. I don't even know if I did ever do that. I don't think so. Maybe. Find out when we get there.
Yeah, but I'm worried we're going to get there and then...
Well, we already played a gig too, right? I mean, we played ourselves right out of that base.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, support our troops.
And
So
we
word might
played,
spread that the band's in town.
and we played at Dennis's memorial service. So that's
That's right. You
that's
guys.
2 gigs in 2 days.
That's right. We're really making our tour.
None of these are paid.
I also like that the poor so you're also, by the way, carrying Drew in a box still. And Rusty also had a dream. But I don't know what, I guess Rusty's just gonna be following along with you guys. And Rusty talked about, so Jowkazza only he had his dream and he was writing in his little journal and drew this picture of this woman that he had seen. Jowkazza saw a similar looking woman, and then Maxie went on one of her long stop me or don't stop me speeches of just talking about the Rathalay witch and this, like, oh, there's this temple out in the woods and people say that, you know, like she haunts your dreams, but there's nobody there, and all this stuff. And she talked and talked and talked until people are like, all right. Bota said, why don't you,
Shut up.
stay further up ahead, like 100 yards ahead of us, while you're shouting it back.
So have you guys found little like bundles of sticks yet?
Making
Are you talking about my spear? Yes, I made a spear out of a bundle of sticks.
I was talking about like the Blair Witch.
Oh, no.
Why is
That's
Jawa
funny.
Jimmy standing in the corner?
and
don't
Jawa
see-
Jimmy.
I don't see a scum blink.
So, what do you
Just primed
remember
tears.
What do you remember about your dreams? Rusty said his dream was the first time that he had met everybody, and instead of the Kowakian monkey lizard blowing up those Imperials, when the detonator got thrown, everybody turned to look at him, and it was all his friends. So it was Blaine, Bota, Jowkazza, Jimmy, Drew.
Oh, we're his
Were out there.
friends.
Yeah, wait a second.
That's new material for the canon. I don't think that's ever been stated explicitly.
So what is Jowkazza or Jimmy, what do you remember about your dreams?
Well, it was very personal. It was basically when the doctor place got shot up, and the stormtroopers came in, they shot the place up, and then I retaliated. But I think when I lifted the masks off the stormtroopers, again, it was everybody else. I rolled willpower and ended up taking that I guess realizing it was just a dream, and so processing that.
Jawa Jimmy?
Out of character. I barely remember what we talked about. It was long ago. In character, let's see. Would Jawa Jimmy I guess Jowkazza would understand me, because he has his translator. I'm trying to think if Jawa Jimmy would even say anything, or if he would just kind of be like, "Yeah, a dream."
Well, out of character, do you remember what your dream was?
I honestly don't. It's been so long. Out of character, I think it was about what was it? There's another Jawa nearby. Was that it? I honestly don't remember.
So, well, Jawa Jimmy's dream was that you got woken up by Sparky bumping into you, and then he had killed everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm like, that's normal.
But Jawa
It's
Jimmy
called
was
Sparky.
the one who saw like the jungle cats in the area. Was the other thing that you might have been thinking of as he was crossing a river on a raft that Sparky had made. He saw the like thermal outline of some jungle cats a little bit further away that looked like they might be watching you guys.
Oh, that's right. Okay, thank you. I think Jawa Jimmy would just be like, yeah, just had a dream. It was Sparky being Sparky. Just leave it at that.
Just wakes up and, oh, you.
Like, well, we couldn't see this coming.
I mean, it was always going to happen.
Time to collect some junk. Just like, oh, Jimmy, you never change.
So now the question is, so that I think catches us up unless anybody has anything to add. And now the question is, what in the world did Blaine do this whole time? Because you weren't with the group. I mean, how do you plan to find the group, I guess?
Yeah, last thing we were escaping from the pirate base, and I got on the speeder and sped away. Let's see, I don't have tracking. I don't have Do I have any kind of like survival? Nope. Let's see. I have investigation. Let me put together some clues.
I mean, if you were close enough, you maybe could have heard us when we were playing Dennis's eulogy.
That's true. I could hear that music coming through the forest. It sounded a lot like Amazing Grace.
And you just hear this, awful loud Wookiee cry as he lays poor Dennis into the water.
And then a completely monotone droid translator.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how I want to be in that number when the Saints go marching in.
Was it a sad reprise of When the Saints Go Marching In? Is that what you guys played at Dennis's funeral?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess in universe, I'm trying to think of like what Blaine might have done where he would have taken off so quickly. Let me think of that. But if I'm anywhere near them and I can hear a sad Wookiee roar, I guess I could find my way back. Listen to that.
Well, that happens kind of the next morning. How about like, you depart on the speeder bike. At some point you have to realize like, oh, they're not right behind me anymore. What would you do then?
Maybe the reason I took off was either I saw or my sensors or something came up as a threat. I was like, oh, I will go ahead and take care of this, and then I somehow get turned around and can't find my way back to the group. Then I think Blaine will probably spend most of the night or most of the time trying to circle back or find the threat, and then Blaine probably would fall asleep at some point.
How I mean, like,
Just gonna take a break in the forest.
Circling back, I mean, let's roll. What would this be? Survival to be able to backtrack on your own trail.
Yeah.
Let's roll a survival to see how well you can backtrack on your own trail.
Look, I'm used to the clouds. I'm used to cities.
Right. And
Let's
you're
see.
in the jungle.
Survival is just knowledge, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Maybe I saw some panthers up ahead. Maybe I saw another speeder bike. That was my survival.
So turn it around. You are making your way through what you think was the way you came, but it all looks the same. I mean, it's literally just trees everywhere. Why would somebody do this? Like, when you could live above everything and look down and obviously see where things are. Is that the same tree? Is that the tree that I passed earlier? I think I recognize that one. These all look the same. This is all the same. What's going on here? And then you, in the distance, you hear kind of a low rumble of a distant explosion, and turning your head that way, coming to a stop. You can't see anything through the jungle, but you could try and find a way to get a sight of where that came from. Put it that way. Or you could just say, I'm going to head towards the explosion. Or I'm going to go away from it. What do you want to do?
I'll head towards the explosion. Maybe I'll be like, there they are.
As you're going,
That sounds like something that they would do.
heading kind of straight at it, or circle around towards it, or you're a little lost as far as all of it. Let's roll a. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll head towards it, but I'll do a little bit of a cautious circle on the outside in case they're in trouble.
Let's roll a survival to see if you can not get lost on your way towards the sound.
These sensors do nothing.
Well, do you have sensors on a 74Z speeder?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Hey, look at that.
All right. So this time, you're like, no, definitely. I know what way I'm going, and you're as you navigate through there, you find yourself back. Let me at the exit, more or less, of the pirate base. Only there's smoke coming from where now that this is a more defined road where that there is definitely the pirate base. There is heavy black smoke coming up from there, and on the way, at some point you would have been able to see through the trees, and if you had any view of the sky in the direction you were heading, a massive, like close to capital class size kind of transport taking off from the area. And so it seems like the explosion was something at this base and somebody has left, kind of a thing. But you know
the
that
transport?
I think I had a picture of it on here at one point.
I don't know trees. I don't know ships.
I'll take a. I'm gonna have to take a look up on that real quick because I can't remember if I have the picture of it up right now. But so now you know that you're at the exit of the base. You can go toward the base, but you know that everybody was leaving the base last you knew. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to try to get caught up with everybody.
You will.
So I'm not. Yeah. I'm gonna say I want to shake my head, sad and slowly, because that base was something special. Would have been a great backup base. But I guess I'll try to find everybody.
Go ahead. What do you say?
I was just gonna roll survival, or
yeah. So this would be survival to kind of head it on the trail. And if you want to roll a knowledge, well, I guess what's your survival? Your base knowledge roll. Let's see this first.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll take that as your roll to identify the ship, and you're like, it looks like it's a bulk transport. That's all. I don't know. It's just a big it's definitely something for transporting. Yep. That's all I got. Yeah, like I can't really identify the ship. Even you, who's very familiar with ships, you're like, bulk transport.
No time for ships. Gotta get back to these trees.
So now go ahead and roll a survival for making your way towards your group. It's just Blaine is just gonna get himself lost in the woods like this.
Yep.
So you're like, you're just at this point. You're just like, I hope that they kept moving in the same direction. But despite that, actually, as you're not tracking them per se, this is just your ability to kind of recognize. You were once you got back towards the pirate base, you're on kind of a path, and then you realize that you can see in the trees where something big has come through. Like there's not a definite path anymore. Rather, it looks like it's almost like something plowed its way through the path of least resistance. And if you throttle back and kind of go just a little bit slower, you get the feeling that you'll be able to follow this to wherever they were.
Let's do it.
And then as night falls, you're like, all right, I can't. You get to the point that you're not going to be able to see anymore. And so now you're going to roll a survival for how, and tell me, like, what does Blaine do to go to sleep? Because these guys definitely slept and woke up without Blaine there. So what does Blaine do to go to sleep in the jungle by himself? You just pass out underneath the speeder bike. You dig a hole and cover yourself up, and just leave your face breathing. Do you climb up into the trees?
Yeah,
Do you?
I think
what?
Blaine's gonna park the speeder down by a big tree that he can climb, and he's gonna try to climb the tree up to the clouds, up somewhere familiar. Maybe this tree is So I don't have climbing.
Do you look for what kind of tree do you look for this? I guess.
Just a tall tree that I can climb, I guess.
All right, go ahead and roll your. This is strength is a climbing skill, right?
Yep.
And this is a big tree. Okay. Go with
all of those, all that time spent with Tal has really helped me climb trees.
It's like the first or second time in the career of Blaine that he's climbed a tree.
Yeah.
You roll your perception as you're climbing up the tree.
Okay.
Is this a tall tree within the forest?
Yep.
Like, did you pick something where you might be able to get a lookout from, or
The
are
tallest.
you just? All right, you're
Biggest
able
one I can find.
to climb a decent way up. You see off in the distance a trail of. Well, actually, you see a faint light as the sun starts to set. That's kind of continuing along the path that you're on, and just almost like embers of what used to be a larger fire, and it looks like there's a break in the trees, and you can kind of follow the tree line. Just it's that kind of twilight period where you're starting to, that you've only got a couple minutes left before it's so dark that you're not going to be able to catch everything, and it looks like there's this break in the tree, like a line that moves through, and you recognize it as some sort of a waterway, right? You're not sure if it's got to be big, because there's definitely a break in the trees, right? And like, you feel like a creek, or something that size. Like the trees are still really close together in the canopy. Like this, there's a distinguishable line in the canopy ahead of you, just past this kind of fading light, and it's too dark past that to pick up much in the jungle.
This is the clue we need.
All right,
And
to
so
unravel
now-
the mystery of
I feel like I've got the path board.
Is there any other animals up in that tree?
No, it's definitely not.
We're I'm trying to think of the flora and fauna that I put in this region of the planet. First, let's roll let's roll your survival for how well Blaine fits himself up in the tree for the night. Jordan, just don't roll really, really bad. If you roll really, really bad, Blaine might fall out.
Wait, do you want me to roll?
Not the tropical
Do
fruit.
you want to roll survival?
Survival for
Or-
how well Blaine manages to set himself up to get into the tree. This is like how this drives, like, you know, you roll really, really terrible, then Blaine can kind of fall out of the tree. I mean, we're talking all ones, right?
I have a bad feeling about
like,
this.
You know, I've got kind of thresholds in my mind on whether you sleep well or sleep poorly, you know, so on and so forth on that.
Okay. I'm gonna channel all those times I've maybe one or two times I've been to Kashyyyk. All right.
So you don't fall out of the tree, but you do feel a little uncomfortable kind of sleeping up above the ground without anything solid around you. So you're up a little bit late as you're like, oh, maybe I should get some vines or something to kind of like hold myself in place a little bit. And then, you know, you realize, oh, I can't really look for much up here. And then, you know, maybe I should be a little bit closer to the ground, and you start to make your way down, but then it's too dark. I can't really see anything. Yeah, I think this will work. This branch will work. And you get a fitful night of sleep, and then before the sun is even up in the sky, something hits you right in the middle of the head, like something small, but it wakes you up.
Oh, great. What is it? What am I seeing?
And just above you is this small, and by small I mean like, I don't know, maybe like 18-inch tall, if it was standing up, monkey, and it's eating this big piece of what looks like fruit, but there's these huge, like, think peach pit size seeds in the fruit, and as it takes them out, it looks at it for a second, and then it, bam, right in the middle of your face again.
That's great.
What do you
All
want
right.
to do?
Let me take a quick look at my. Let's see here. What do I have? Let me see if I can charm this monkey.
Charm the monkey?
Let's see. There's
Key charming is definitely a skill.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, there's beast riding, which is like a control of an animal, but it's not. I'm not really riding it. Or I could try like persuasion. Like, give me the peach, monkey. Give me the peach. And it's just super hard because the monkey obviously doesn't understand me.
Yeah. Yeah, I've looked at this before. There's not really a mechanic for taming, or, you know, like, even if you got like an animal from like a pet or a newborn size, like how to tame it and train it. There's just beast riding.
Ride that monkey.
All right. Well, what? I mean, I'm happy to roll either really hard persuasion or my beast riding if you'd like. I mean, I'm definitely not going to. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the peach, or have the monkey give me the peach. Give me the peach, monkey. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Himself.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like David went on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, roll that persuasion of the monkey Peach.
So, how about this?
Beam footage.
We could take a group vote on this. Even does anybody think so? Beast riding is mechanical because you're actually riding the animal. I'm almost willing to say like this is more like taming, or I don't know if this would be knowledge or mechanical to deal with the animal at that point.
Sometimes animals are just drawn
I
to
think it would.
natural charisma.
Or perception, even, right? If you're it's that you. So I'm saying you could roll a persuasion or this beast taming concept that we've got going here. I guess let's just leave it in mechanical for now. So you can roll your beast riding, or sorry, your mechanical, or you can try and persuade it.
Or you could roll your knowledge skill for brainwashing.
Or practice your languages skill. Maybe it's high enough that you could communicate with this monkey.
According to our wiki, brainwashing
Oh.
is making a target completely obedient and subservient to either a specific cause or to the person doing the brainwashing. It doesn't say another, it just says target, so monkey is totally valid.
You know what?
Where
I'm
can
going
we get the skills that are on our wiki?
to actually. I'm going to try my languages because Blaine knows a lot of languages. Maybe he's going to just try to he's going to try to use like I don't know. He's going to see if he can do like a friendly voice using I don't know what he thinks a wild monkey might respond to.
Wow.
All right.
Monkey, what are you thinking?
You're trying to communicate with the monkey,
Yes.
and what are you trying to say to the monkey?
Give me the peach. Give me the peach.
Oh man. Give me the peach. Roll 1d6.
5.
And I'm gonna do this. Ooh. The monkey understands enough of what you want to hold the peach tighter, and what's thrown weapons is a dexterity skill. He throws a peach fit at you real hard. Do you want to dodge it? You're in a tree. I don't know how high up you are. Do you want to try and dodge it? Do you want to just take it?
I'll try to catch it.
All
I'll try
right.
to melee, or I'll try to use my hand to. Wait, do I have those branches? I'm just gonna do. I guess there's melee combat where if I have one of those vines, I could smack it away like a small baseball coming at me with a baseball bat.
Help me,
All right.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my
So
only
you
hope.
try and snap off a nearby branch and hit it away.
Yeah.
Roll.
I can just imagine us walking up on Blaine while he's up in the tree, playing with this monkey. What the hell are you doing, man? Come on.
I had to find new friends.
I thought you were dead.
He got lost. One time he got lost in his own museum. Can we go home now?
That's your melee parry? And
Yeah.
then roll your strength. I'm trying to think how we might
We named the monkey Handsome. Me and that monkey had a lot of fond memories together.
Roll
As
your
for no
strength.
monkeys.
Ooh. Well, tie goes to the player. So I thought I rolled well, but no, that was you who rolled.
That was a
it. So
tie.
roll. Well,
This is
yeah,
true.
because I'm GM rolling. I rolled based on like so I'm looking at how hard is it to take a branch that's sufficient size to break this off of a tree, be able to snap it off in the first place, right? Like how? So I'm like, how strong is this tree, right? Oh, Jay, you were fighting the tree, right? And I figured like you can't be like super weak to do this, but so I gave the tree, the you need a big branch to do this. Come on, this is a small thing. But that's this tree. Roll.
He's about to take its branch back.
Okay. Roll 1d10.
Right.
Oh wow.
7.
You hit
starting to
it.
turn into like a Wizard of Oz.
You hit it right back at the monkey, who drops the peach. It's falling towards you because he's stunned. The peach is now falling towards you. It's not going to fall right into you, but you could try and catch it with. I'm trying. What's this? Is there a catching skill? Jay, is there a catching skill?
Let me check.
I don't think so. Is this
I do ask that question.
Why am I making these rolls happen?
Thanks everyone for indulging me with this monkey. Realize.
Roll. I guess your base dexterity to try and catch it if you want to catch the peach.
So
The monkey. I did a quick glance and I didn't see it. I assumed it'd be a dexterity skill, but if you find it, Jay, we'll roll his catching skill.
well, there's not a catching, but there is in dexterity. There is a sport skill, which is knowledge of maneuvers and tactics for dexterity-based sports, and one of the things that is listed is catcher.
I combined all the random sports specific skills into one.
Well, there's also a sport strength skill as well that I saw just a second ago. Yeah, so I mean it's base dexterity for you then to try and catch it if you want. The monkey drops this thing, and then it doesn't bare its teeth at you, but it starts to like screech out, like yelling out from where it's at.
Well, I'm definitely going to try to catch the peach.
Calling his friends.
All right, you catch the peach in hand. It's roughly the size of a softball, and the monkey has taken, I don't know, like like two golf ball size, something the size of two golf balls out of it already. He's eaten some of it.
All right, I'm gonna. You know what? If he's screeching, he's probably calling the other monkeys. I'm gonna offer the peach back to him and see if he'll take it out of my hand. And I'm also gonna do like, it's okay, monkey.
I'll let you decide, I guess, base mechanical for beast taming to calm him. Or languages to, or like however you want to describe. There's just no skills for dealing with animals like this.
I'm gonna try languages again. It seemed like it might have understood me. Hey guys, I'm gonna have a little monkey friend. This monkey's gonna join the band.
As long as he doesn't hold any thermal detonators, Jawa Jimmy's on board.
Wait, this monkey's got 3 now.
Oh no!
Damn it.
Where do they keep getting these?
Handles his thermal detonators like he handles his peaches.
Oh, terrible.
The monkey starts jumping up and down and kind of like pounding the branch as he jumps up and down and keeps screeching. And you get the feeling that the monkey misinterpreted you with the peach towards him, as you were taunting him with the peach.
Yeah, but now he knows who's the alpha primate.
And go ahead.
Really
This could
establish
have gone
that.
other ways. Go ahead and roll your perception really quick.
Your perception.
Nine.
You can hear. You can't tell how many or what direction very well, but you can hear other screeches, and with a 9, you can tell that they're coming from more than one direction, but you can't tell if they're approaching you or staying far away or what. You just hear them. That monkey's screeching really loud in your ear, so it's hard to, not right in your ear, but it's hard to pick up exactly what's going on out there. But you hear other screeches vaguely in the background now that you've taunted this monkey with his own peach after you hit him in the face with a seed.
All right, well, I'm going to take a bite out of the peach and then sort of toss it over towards him. But not directly at him, so maybe he has to like jump for it or something. Just to get him distracted. But that bite was to continue to establish my dominance. Not because I'm hungry.
Roll 1d6.
Right in the middle.
As you take a bite of the peach, it tastes like magical. Like you've never had anything like this before.
It's rancid.
And and you're not sure that you want to give this peach back to the monkey.
Oh my gosh.
Is Blaine addicted to peaches?
Man, we could sell these monkey-picked peaches for a profit.
The story has taken a different turn.
Is there other peaches in this tree, or is that the only one in this tree?
Yeah, that's a good question. Do I see other peaches?
You take a look around, and it looks like there's not this tree, but it looks like there's other fruits in the area, like nothing that looks quite this color, but some stuff that looks like it might ripen into this. Just nothing right next to you that, you know.
So this is why I'm so possessive of this peach. Can I roll my willpower to get rid of it? I think nothing's this
You
good.
are, as you look around, you also realize you're about 30-ish feet. You know, after your little adventure last night trying to figure out what you're going to do, you're about 30-ish feet off the ground up here. Like, you definitely don't want to fall from up here. And it's the ground looks kind of like it's kind of like everything's a little bit, not quite like you're drunk, but everything's just a little bit off.
Oh no, sorry guys. I ate some psychedelic peaches. Alright, well, you know what?
You gonna fall out of this tree now?
This is not gonna work for me, this monkey. I'm just gonna take out my blaster and stun it.
All right, roll your blaster and roll 1d6.
Okay.
All right. The monkey, having never seen a blaster before in his life, has no idea what's going on, and has no chance to get out of the way of such an expert shot. In fact, it's you draw it so quickly, and you just like it's so crazy. Like you're like see the blur of your gun as you go to shoot it, and you pull the trigger and you watch this little blue circle expand and hit the monkey full on as it's in like mid jump. Like the monkey couldn't have dodged if it wanted to. And this thing then just, you see it stop screaming, hit the branch, and then tumble down, hit another
Oh.
branch, tumble, hit another branch, and
Oh
then
no.
wham! Falls to the jungle floor, unmoving.
I gotta go help this monkey.
But the
I'm
crazy
gonna try
thing
to
is,
climb down.
all right, roll your climbing, and then roll 1d6.
Okay. Gosh. I always felt this was kind of a useless skill, this climbing, but
You know who's really good at climbing?
what's wrong?
The tree is moving. As you're going down, the tree's you could swear this tree is moving.
He's going up.
And you think that you look down and no, the tree's no, I'm moving. No, you're just completely lost for a little bit, and it takes you about uh, it takes you about 5 minutes, where it should only take you about like a minute to 2 minutes. You know, I mean, it's a good. Well, no, it's about 30 feet, right? So it should normally take you like 2 to 3 minutes. You would think. This takes you about 5 minutes. But it's the tree's fault. The tree was doing that the whole time. And as you look down, the monkey is definitely dead.
Oh! Oh. Poor monkey.
And then you realize maybe it took me longer to climb down because I had this peach the whole time. And now you hear the screeching of more monkeys, and they're definitely getting closer.
Alright, monkey, I would love to sing a sad version of When the Saints Go Marching In, but I don't have time. I'm grateful for our short time together, and thank you for this magic peach. Since it's definitely dead, I'll just put a little flower on its corpse, and I'm gonna take off in the speeder. And I'm gonna go. I'll go slow because if everything looks crazy, I'll just go real slow and try to find the path to catch up with everybody that I saw yesterday.
Roll your repulsive lift operation, and then roll 1d6.
Cool. And the repulsor lift operation has the maneuver of it, and I'm using the maneuver of a standard Imperial speeder unless it's in worse condition, which it might be.
So you have maneuverability plus 3d plus 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Impressive. 1d6. As you're going it's almost like there's like a tunnel that you're going down. It feels like, because as you're going, like the trees are just, I mean, like they turn as you move the speeder, and you kind of play with it. Like you speed up and then you slow down and come to a stop, and then you speed up and slow down. And every time you move, it seems like the trees just turn into a wall. And then the wall just starts, as you go to slow down, it's like the wall just melts. And then when you stop, they turn back into trees. And it's the craziest thing. And you follow along this path for a while, long and for, I mean, you rolled a 45. Or what am I supposed to do here, Jordan? You follow along the path a ways, and you come to what you realized before the glow was from, you see the wreckage of a land speeder, and on your way there you also hear this loud Wookiee roar in the distance, and it sounds like it's in pain, and you're like, oh no, the monkey's got them too. And you see this giant hulking wreck of the land speeder that you last saw your friends in. About, you can see just around a final bend that there's a river, it looks like, ahead.
All right, I'm going straight for that Wookiee roar. I'm going full on as fast as I can to get there.
And everybody else,
Don't eat the peach.
as Jowkazza finishes singing, and to Dennis slowly crossing the river, you suddenly see Blaine fly across the river and just completely overshoot you guys, and then stop, and then turn around, and then go, and then stop. And he kind of, it's like this jerky start and stop. And when Blaine gets off the speeder bike,
I never seen anybody do that with a speeder before.
his
I'm
pupils
constantly showing you new tricks.
His pupils
sure
are super dilated right now. And then you watch them contract, and it's like everything slowly comes back to normal for you, Blaine. And you realize you still kind of, you're like, oh, that really was delicious. And you realize that there was something about that fruit that just wore off, that was affecting your perception of time. So sometimes everything felt like it was going way too slow. And then sometimes it felt like it was going way too fast. And you couldn't properly kind of like deal with it. So sometimes it became, like you see this monkey slowly going up, and you're watching your hand move, and you like just know how to perfectly shoot it. And then sometimes the trees are just not like you're not seeing everything the right way. But you think you're okay, and that peach was really good, and it's right there next to, like, you just kept it in your lap as you rode the speeder bike.
All right.
You still have it.
Hey guys, try this.
Okay, so hey everyone, there's no monkeys here, right?
You're traveling fast enough on a speeder. I mean, these things, they're monkeys. They move through the forest at their great speed, but a speeder bike, from everything I'm reading, goes anywhere from 175 to 500 kilometers per hour. I don't think the monkeys could keep up with you for a good little
I'm gonna
bit.
say, hey everyone, I'm so glad to see.
Blaine, are you hallucinating again?
Hey, I don't think I ever told you that. I'm just gonna say, I think I'm just gonna run up to everybody and just start hugging people. Just say I had the worst time in the jungle. I accidentally killed a monkey. It was the worst day.
Feel like, oh, we thought you were with Rusty.
Is he here?
What do you mean, guys? I've been here with you the whole time. I've been talking with this lady
There he
about
is.
my crazy dreams.
That's right. Good job, Rusty. You just never followed us on the map. You stayed back there at the other side of the map, so I figured maybe you were lost.
I gotta tell you, I saw something in the forest. I went ahead to take care of it with the speeder because it had the blaster, but I got lost. All the trees look exactly the same. I spent a night up in a treetop. I woke up to this monkey taunting me. I tried to make friends with it, but it started calling all of its horrible monkey friends. And then after that, I shot it. I tried to stun it, and then it fell out of the tree. And I couldn't save it.
Sounds like you had just as good of a night as we did.
I also found this psychedelic peach, but let's save it. I'll tell you that story in a little bit.
Oh man!
All right, you're all back together on the other side of the river.
As he's talking about this, can I roll? Would I have any knowledge of, basically like the local plant life that maybe could be used as a anti-hallucinogenic or something like that?
Yeah, roll. That'd be survival, I think.
Survival or first aid?
It'd be a survival to recognize the
plant.
different plants, and then first aid on how to prepare it into something kind of quickly.
Uh-oh. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. There we go.
Jowkazza, did you keep anything else from Dennis except for his photo and this pirate notes?
Pirate notes.
Those
60 credits were originally from him.
Oh shoot! You took those too.
So you grew up on Kashyyyk, and you spent some time in the jungles when you were traveling with the doctor, and you recognize not exactly, but some of these plants look somewhat familiar. They might not be the exact same, but you think that you might have something there, and that you could potentially work
chew
with.
on this.
So go ahead and roll your medicine your medicine or first aid to make it into something that Blaine could ingest.
Oh, I don't want to give it to him. I just want to pick some and put it in my pocket. If it's around.
All right. So you find
Don't help
nearby,
him. Just keep it in case you eat the peach.
Some flowers that you think would have that kind of an effect that could be useful as a medical herb, and you put them in your pouch.
All right, great.
And
Jowkazza, do you know anything about bringing monkeys back to life?
I've heard of brainwash.
Can we brainwash this monkey back to life?
And there's nothing in the guide that says it needs to be a living target. So,
hey, do you want to go on a quick ride and just double check to see if this monkey's really dead?
Maybe we should wake Drew up.
Yeah, there you go.
And Rusty now is just engaged in conversation, like, oh yeah, like, so you're saying that she meets you in your dreams? Oh yeah, she just like, she appears in some people's dreams when you're out in the woods, and it's just this crazy thing that happens out here sometimes when people are sleeping around, and and they're just talking about this Dathomir witch off to the side while you guys are doing all this. Yeah.
Hey, Maxie, do monkeys here die, or do they just like play possum?
Oh, the little one? You talking?
Yeah.
And she kind of like about the size of the monkey. Oh, they're I mean, as long as you don't make them mad, they're not too bad. But I mean, they're just little guys. Sometimes they fall out of the trees when they get hurt real bad. But I mean, as long as it wasn't more than like 15 feet or so, and it was able to kind of brace itself, it'd be all right.
Dang it. I'm
What
having
a
a real
bad
hard
deadfall.
time accepting this.
You're
What if
back
it was
in
stunned at
the
30
jungle, by the
feet?
way.
What's that?
You're back. You're not at the pirate base anymore. You're just in the middle of the jungle, just past the river.
Yeah. But I feel like I left a little piece of me back with that dead monkey.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really recommend going back there because they're like a pack animal, and when if you hurt one or make them mad, they'll chase you down, and I mean they're little, but you'll be beating them off with a stick to try and make your way out, and they are mean little buggers.
Hey, what about Magic Peaches? You heard about this?
You show her the peach.
You hear about this? You hear about this? They got these things called Magic Peaches these days. Yeah, that's my Jay Leno. Yeah, I'll show her the peach.
You didn't eat none of that, did you?
This is gourmet monkey picked peaches.
The monkeys really like them, but that's how they sometimes they get hurt if they pick it a little overripe like that one, and they start acting real weird. And yeah, I wouldn't eat that one. They're not too bad when they're ripe, but they get overripe like that, and you just that you start to things get weird.
Hey, that reminds me. I should really try to think about how to make some wine. Thanks, Maxie. I want to make some peach wine.
I mean, are we just gonna hang out here all day and make like magic peach
No, you're supposed
hallucinogen
to be
wine?
directing us to the city, remember?
With that
Yeah,
kind of talk, we're going to walk back to the pirate base.
All right. Well, I don't know if that's a slight threat towards me, or I mean,
All right, everyone onto the speeder.
speeder bike.
Yeah,
I don't think
everyone
we'll all fit on that.
just sit on those two things in the front.
Get on the foils.
You and
More people behind me. Like
just
you can make like a little sled if your speeder got blown up.
well. So I mean, do y'all want to So we're about I don't know, maybe like we could probably reach the closest town by late afternoon if y'all want, or I know that Roost on here, he was talking about, he thought that it was kind of crazy, this witch thing, and that's kind of near here too. I don't really want to go there. That's kind of near where the spider's at, and just Jordan, and for everybody else, a reminder, she'll just talk, so you interrupt her.
All right, here's the thing. Let's go to the town, and I could probably fit 2 people on here. And maybe we can go in shifts real quick, because if we all walk, it's going to be the end of the day, right?
Yeah, it'd take a little bit to get there. I mean, it's not too crazy to
on the
cross
speeder.
miles, but
On the speeder, it could be like what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, you're not going to be able to go the full speed on that speeder the whole time. I mean, you looked around the jungle, right? Like we cleared a path using that big old tank thing that we were driving around in earlier. But like them trees
sure we
get
stick
real close
together.
together around here.
All right, let's just walk, but I'll just bring the speeder slowly. Does that sound okay, guys?
You're gonna walk the speeder alongside of us.
Yeah. I mean, we could do the shifts. I'm just scared of leaving people now.
That's fine. We can walk.
Yeah, we've been walking so far.
We could take like.
As Maxie said, we're less than a day out compared to where we were yesterday, so we should be getting pretty close.
Okay. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I guess if we had to go back 4 times, it's like 10 minutes.
I think the river was more than the halfway point, right?
Yeah, I mean, so y'all want to go? Where did y'all want to go? Like, why are y'all here?
We're a band on tour. Remember? We're
Well, I know
trying to
you're
get back to the town so we could get our tour back on.
like you're just going to Port Town, or are you going to? I mean, like I don't know how big a band y'all are. I'm not a big music follower. Like people listen to this weird like New Republic March stuff, and it's just terrible.
Tech
As,
ruin music forever.
as she's
All right, so
as she's talking about this, I want to ask 88T8, what's the deal with the witch? Does he know anything about that?
I know little, sadly, about such a waste of time as a whole bunch of rumors spread by organics. I'm more interested in solid, reliable information. There is somewhere on this planet a ruin of some sorts that there have been in, I don't know, maybe 200 years past archaeological digs near, but it's been abandoned for some time. I don't know the exact location of it. Do you have any droid bodies near here for me? There's certainly none at that ruin.
I've got a monkey body.
Is he serious? Are you going to try and integrate me with a monkey body?
Beggars can't be choosers, and I'm just gonna put him back in the box.
Hey, so I think we're really like we know that there's other people that are destroying the pirate base, and maybe they left. Maybe they're also going for Grant. We know the collective is going for Grant, and by this what I mean is the collective is our rival band, and the Grant is a hotel that we want to get to on Rathalay. Wink, wink.
You
Trying to
don't.
speak in code around Maxi.
So, y'all trying to get to the Isle.
Yeah, the main one where all the music plays.
Right. I mean, I understand that you want to keep something secret. We just met and all that, but I mean, like, everybody knows who Grant is.
Hey, a musician never tells.
Well, if y'all trying to
Hey,
get to the Isle, that's back where I'm heading too. I mean, what do you want to do with Grant? You're gonna have a hard time trying to play for him. He ain't got no party scheduled for the next, couple months.
yeah, that's for Bogus West to work out. He's gonna negotiate.
So that's where my job starts.
Yeah, he loves that jizz wailing music.
You got someone playing jizz. I know this guy's got his Omnibox. I guess you got that clue horn. You guys a full on jizz band?
I don't know if we're full on yet. But we can play that jizz.
Well, I mean, if you're heading towards the Isle, well, Port Town's about a short little distance from that. So if we got to Port Town tonight, we could be to the Isle by like maybe like tomorrow like lunchtime. And I mean,
What
if
if
you want to,
what if we all did that speeder maneuver where I just took two people back and forth? That would probably save us 5 hours, 6 hours today. Do you think we could make it to port or make it to the island tonight?
if you want to get to the, I mean, it's right there on the beach. So like, if we just tried to take a shortcut to the beach, then you could probably ride that speeder pretty freely. It's gonna be hard in the jungle, but if we got through the jungle, you'd be able to ride that on the beach, and you might be able to make it to the Isle by nightfall.
Maybe we just
How's that
follow
sound?
the maybe we just follow the river down to the beach.
Can you ride the speeder down the river?
Hey, this isn't Back to the Future Part 2 rules. Right? We can ride a speeder on water, I think.
Well, I mean, the river doesn't. This river is going ahead. It diverges a little ways away from the Isle. You could do it, but that'd probably add another. The speeder's pretty quick, but it'd probably still add a little bit because it's a long ways from where the river terminates at the ocean and where the Isle is on the ocean. That's a different river.
We'll trust your judgment here, but I want to try to do the ferry thing so we can get there quicker, just to make up for some lost time with our monkey antics and our debates in the pirate base.
Well, all right. So, y'all want me to take you to the beach and then speeder bike in shifts from there?
Yeah, let's do it, guys. Does that sound good?
Yep.
All right. I can do that, but it's not the way I normally go. So there's gonna be I don't always know that part of the jungle as well. So we just gotta just keep your eyes up. I don't want no other Dennises or anything. I don't even know what happened to him, but I don't want nobody else.
I don't want no more dead monkeys.
I think it's a little derogatory to refer to Dennis as a monkey, but I understand the sentiment.
All right, let's go. Let's walk and talk.
So she starts to lead you through the jungle in a northerly direction, proceeding towards this kind of beachhead area, and as you're moving through, Jimmy, roll your perception.
Okie doke. 2d6 plus 1, right?
Sure, yeah. You continue to see these jungle cats kind of moving along with you, but keeping a fair distance, as if they're kind of tracking with you as you head north. When you were kind of sitting there, they seemed to not care, but as you started to move north, they took an interest in you, and they kind of are moving along towards you as well. And you get to a point in the jungle where Maxie kind of says, like, all right, so if I don't spend a lot of time around here, but if we take the short path to the beach, we're going to be skirting on where the spiders have kind of expanded. And if we take the little bit longer path towards the beach, there's actually a den of them cats near there, and they're kind of territorial, so they don't always like it when you go where they're going. I don't know if y'all seen, but they've been kind of watching us because we're moving towards it. So I don't know, do you want to go towards the spiders or towards the cats?
Jawa Jimmy's gonna mention, yeah, I've seen those cats. We can take them.
That's one vote for the cats. I also think cats.
Ain't afraid of stinking cats.
Yeah, I think cats over. Hey, are these cats? Oh, they're not similar to the cats that we saw in the pirate base, right?
No, I don't. Though that thing that was in the pirate base, that was something else. These are they're more panthers. Well, I guess that looked like a panther back there, but these panthers, they're black, and those ones were tan. And I don't know what the difference is completely, but those ones were a little bit bigger, and they look kind of mean. And then there was that other animal that
Okay,
had those big
let's go
shock.
Panthers, unless people think otherwise.
Black Panther's a lot more revolutionary than those brown panthers.
Well, and then the
Ready,
spiders,
let's
them
go.
things
We can
is
handle it.
huge. You know, I heard that they got them things on some other jungle planets, and they are kind of scary. So I don't mind you picking that path because I mean it's faster to go through the spiders. But
Let's go. Walk and talk.
Jowkazza, roll your knowledge.
Okay.
Jowkazza is rolling his knowledge to see if he knows a way to quickly change the subject to get Maxie just to keep walking.
Where's my book? Oh, 6 is not very high. You hearing that the spiders are really, really big, and that they're on other jungle planets, they make you think of. I gotta type this out right because it's everything on Kashyyyk is spelled weird. They make you think of the Y-shock, which is a massive, like gargantuan, even spider that is originates within Kashyyyk, and they make these huge webs that like Wookiee kids are told to, they're taught to avoid and steer clear of. Like these are 16-meter long. They're humongous. The full-grown ones are humongous, and then their brood of smaller ones are usually about 3 meters in size. So there's like the mother that's huge, and then there's these smaller ones, and that's kind of what it reminds you as you hear about it. You don't know if that's the spider she's talking about per se, but just that's what comes to your mind as she's talking about it, and you're like, definitely don't want to be around those things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like how that says in the Wikipedia that their eggs were used for a cake. That's disgusting.
So you guys choose to go towards where these panthers are more likely to be at.
Oh my gosh.
And as you do, shoot, didn't mean to do that. I gotta move you guys over. So you guys come into this section of the jungle, and you guys are starting. You're gonna be in kind of the south area of there. So if you want to drop your character in, however you want to be moving throughout the area.
Where's that?
I'm down in the deep south.
Oh, we're all definitely following Maxie.
And because you guys told her to walk off ahead, Maxie is over here, and she kind of starts to slow down a bit. And Jimmy, you can drop yourself in.
I thought we were taking the speeder bike, so are you pushing the speeder bike now, Blaine?
I'm slowly riding it, so I don't have to walk.
At half speed. It's still like 50 kilometers an hour, so you're like shooting out in front of us and stopping.
Yeah, I'm going as slow as it can go. It's just an idle.
It's purring.
It's in crawl mode.
Maybe we could stack all of our sleeping people on it, and then just sort of like have it just push it over.
I was kind of hoping we would take it down the river because I could have made like 2 skis, and then I could have, like water skied behind it. That would.
Oh, we're definitely gonna
You
have
could
to
have
do
just
Wookiee
you could have
Fly.
stood on the shovel and just held on to the front.
Yes. That would have been great.
I think we've lost the river now. This looks pretty much like a full vegetation all around.
You are in full vegetation now, yeah. So Maxie comes to a she
Is it
slows
dark
down.
here, or can we actually see?
It's daytime, so you've got kind of dappled sunlight coming through. It's fully visible in the jungle.
Through this, yeah.
Lanes over there building
So
speeders while we're walking.
gonna size these things. They're not small cats. Maxie kind of comes to a slow, and these panthers that you guys had seen before you see a fair bit of them that are ahead of you, and the ones that were closer to you from, what is this? Oh, I put a speeder bike here for you, Blaine. I don't know how to assign control.
Well, that one looks a lot better than this one.
I don't know how to assign control for it.
With a really big machine head.
I think if you right click on it, you could do like assign to or something like that. Or is controlled by.
Watch out for that cat.
Oh, man.
Edit?
You know what another option would have been? If I just took the speeder, flew it crazy through here and just blast them. I think Maxie would probably hate that though. Just blasting and killing wildlife. I'm now
Just
sort of
blast the trees
imagining
out of
her
the
as what's that cat lady? The big cat woman.
Big cat woman.
What's up, you cats and kittens?
Sounds like a 70s rock song.
Carol Baskin.
Carol
That's it.
Baskin.
Yeah, there's no Carol Baskin.
Does this work? Does that work, Blaine? Can you control it now?
Yep.
Okay. Carol Baskin from that Tiger whatever
Yep.
thing.
That's what I'm imagining Maxie now.
So you see, oh shoot, what did I do? There we go. You see a bunch of panthers up ahead with one that is lying there prone on the ground. This kind of structure right here, you see this larger, this larger bush right here. It's a bit bigger, so you can't really see through it, but it looks like they're all staring in that direction. And now I can't get rid of that. There we go. So they're all staring, they're all looking in that direction. And the ones behind you, they look like they might. There's 2 behind you that look aggressive, but they're not. You're not sure if they're aggressive towards you guys or what, but they look like they're unhappy right now. And you feel like you're kind of caught in the middle of all of them. Whether so you've got what looks like a wounded cat right there, and then these other ones that are nearby you. So I'm trying to represent a large space here.
Is Drew awake in the cooler yet?
Drew is
Jawa Jimmy's closer to that one than me, so I'm safe.
Whoa.
Maxie's about here.
on,
Drew is.
Bota, you got that robot voice, Bota. It's pretty amazing, I gotta say.
Drew is still unconscious in the cooler. Jowkazza, why don't you roll your, if you want to check up on Drew or anything, you can roll your medicine for that. You could even do like a scan on her if you wanted, but only since Jimmy asked it.
Why?
So many beasts for Drew to communicate with on this, on these missions.
There you go.
You used your scanner on her?
Yeah.
She looks stable. Like she actually looks like you would almost classify it as a coma, is what it seems like, but not quite. Like she's not breathing at the normal rate. She's breathing very, like her intake happens and then she just like her body's hardly using any oxygen. It's like there's something.
That makes sense. I mean,
like her vitals are there, but everything is like at almost like in a forced hibernation or stasis kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go up next to. I'm gonna go up next to Maxie. I'm gonna put the box down right there and have my spear, and I'm gonna step in front of her. Can I see into this bush at all?
As you look just past the bush, kind of right here, you see roll your survival.
Paint it again. Where am I looking?
If you're trying to, you're
survival
looking
is knowledge,
right?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, just kind of
see like around here, this area.
I'm just trying to focus on wherever the panthers are looking.
Yeah.
The little puss. Hold on. Oh. Better see this
15
spider. 17.
You see a net or a web that looks very much like a Rye-shock or a Y-shock web that you recall from being a kid.
Can I see a spider inside or anything like that?
Not from there. There's like you gotta, your view is kind of cut off, and I guess like all of this area is cut off to you effectively.
Okay. Can I take another action, or does somebody else want to do something?
Oh, stupid cat disappeared.
Go for it. I think I'll just get into a defensive position.
Okay,
With my blaster out just in case.
I'm going to I'm gonna like circle around, but I'm gonna move closer to the panthers than the tree, and I'm gonna have my spear out, but I want to kind of like turn my back towards the panthers so that I'm clearly not a threat to them and focus all of my attention on that web.
You go all the way out to there?
Yep.
hard to see Jowkazza, where'd you go?
Well, I'm having a hard time understanding you, Luke. It sounds like you're cutting in and out a little bit.
I don't know why. Reconnect, maybe.
It sounds like a bandwidth issue. I don't know.
You see 3 spiders. They're about they look like the smaller, like the brood spiders. About 3 meters in length.
And are those what the panthers are focusing on, or are they looking more at the web?
They're looking at the spiders. So this isn't a web. This is just a big bush right here.
Oh, okay.
That better?
Oh yeah, way
Yeah,
better.
it is. Did you turn off
100%.
your Did you turn off your Fast and Furious 7 download?
Yeah, I forgot I was downloading a couple torrents.
Yeah, and as Jimmy, as you look, this panther kind of behind you, it's moving. Why is it? Why do you stuck? It's moving up in that direction. Like that one sees those spiders. This one is still unsure. He just knows that all of the other panthers are not happy right now. But there seems to be like you guys get the
He's an
feeling that these
unhappy panther.
animals don't like each other too much, and you're right in the middle of it because you guys
Nice.
kind of Maxie not wanting to go to either place kind of looks like she might have picked the middle area a little bit, and you're kind of at the edge of territorial dispute between the two creatures.
Wonderful.
Nothing but the
For some-
best.
For some reason, I'm like thinking about Jawa Jimmy's Cyclops eye being like that, like a little red LED screen. Like you could type a short sentence and it would scroll across it. For those times when spoken word is not the best thing to do, you just type in a little message like "Help me."
Or
So,
when Jawa Jimmy falls off a cliff and it's like, yipes. And then
Yeah,
he falls
exactly.
down.
So,
Yoink.
David, at what point am I within throwing distance for my spear? Like how far away are these guys actually?
Trying to figure. Jowkazza's about 6 feet tall. Let me see if I can adjust the things on here.
Scale.
The
Right
cell
now it
sizes.
says 65 feet from me to the middle
Right.
one, which probably throwing through the jungle is a little bit far.
Well, and I would say that since these guys are about 3 meters big, each cell's about, so that makes them 9. So each cell would be about, we'll call it 8. See if that changed it. That changed it. Yeah, so they're a little bit further than that. They're about 100 feet from you. You would be pushing it to try and throw a spear 100 feet. You also know that the spiders are which one did I want? That one. They can shoot webbing a short distance.
Yeah.
They bite, and so these little, for lack of a better term, as they're 3 meters long, 9-foot spider there. The little ones like to jump on their prey to pin them. So the Wookiees had a better chance against kind of fighting off the pin, and then they'd be in close range to attack them. But they like to pin their prey so that they can bite into them more easily, effectively.
So,
and they're
sorry. Can I?
No, you're good.
Can I roll just to see if I notice any other like ones above in the canopy? Or is it possible that they're trying to ambush us in the canopy? Because that's what they like. Go
ahead and roll.
Right? Perception.
Roll your perception. Yeah. So, unless you have a search. Do you have search?
I do have search. Yeah.
You can roll your search. You're looking for something specific here.
That would have been better for perception.
You get the feeling that there might be, but you look like you're at the edge of their territory, and you know that they normally stay really close to where they've laid their webs. And these webs, just because like this is like Jowkazza's playground as far as like survival roles are concerned. These webs look like new web, not like like they recently kind of are expanding here, and so there may be one more, two more. Yeah, I mean there could be If you go further in, there might be a whole bunch more, but this looks like it happened relatively recently.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna again. If anybody else wants to make a move, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna continue.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, and I don't want to be here, but I would steer clear. You're right at the edge. The Panther, that's its own thing. They're kind of mad right now.
You're standing next to a panther.
Those big bushes there, I wouldn't get too close to them neither. So you are walking a fine line.
Man,
Yeah, shut up.
Explosives.
She starts to draw her. She has her bow and arrow.
Did you call her Sheila? Shut up, Sheila. All right. I guess I better come up the structure too, because if we have to beat a hasty getaway, we need to probably be going in a similar direction so we don't get lost from each other again.
Jimmy, you can drop Sparky on there too if you want.
Oh, will he be? I miss his ridiculous arms.
Throw Spark out there, man. He can just use his reciprocating saw to cut those spider webs
ridiculous
up.
Arms.
All right, Rusty's with you guys.
What a great quote.
He's all like got blue flames. Should we roll for initiative?
You guys do what you want to do at this point. These Panthers are gonna move.
Okay, so they're moving with us. Basically, they're not moving towards me.
They're very focused on this wounded Panther.
Yeah.
Those four up there, and this one recognizes these spiders as a much greater danger to their den than you guys.
Yeah.
So, do we kill the spiders to become king of the Panthers, or do we try to just sneak away from here?
No, we are becoming. No, we are now Tiger Panther King. All right.
Tiger Panther Kings.
I'm going up.
I thought I was the one that ate the psychedelic peach today. I guess I was wrong.
Jowkazza's been sucking on that peach again.
I'm going up near the injured one, and I'm gonna try to throw my spear at this guy right here.
So as you go up, well, okay.
Oh boy.
As you go up, first, as you get closer to this wounded panther, this one snarls at you and what's the right word there? Hisses at you, I guess, but it's a panther, not a kitten in my backyard.
It meows at you.
And if you want to instigate yourself dead center of it all, why don't we roll initiative?
Well, okay.
I don't really want to take the initiative right now. I just want to throw my spear.
That's fine. I'll roll that. It's
Oh wow, they're all the same.
I think we actually do that chat pop out.
And before I do that, can I respond to this panther?
This wounded warrior.
When it hisses at you? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to I think I'm gonna roll intimidation, but it's meant to be kind of like Gandalf, when he's like, I'm not trying to hurt you, I'm trying to help you. So I'm very fierce first, and then kind of back off a little bit. I'm trying to, communicate with his primal instinct. It would be a lot easier if I
Jowkazza's
could
gonna
just
bear.
be a lot easier if I could just brainwash him, but my intimidation's not high enough. So
Just bare your teeth. He'll get the picture.
yeah, that's right. And I'm gonna use a character point.
All right. So do you say anything in Shriwook?
Yeah, I tell him I'm trying to help you. I mean, I say I'm trying to help you, basically.
And you turn towards the spider, like pointing your spear towards it.
Yes,
Like, what do you do?
my spear is very clearly pointed towards the spider. I feel like ultimately what's happening is I'm walking up, kind of in a crouched position with my spear in my hand, pointed towards the spider. And as I get close to this guy growls at me or whatever, and I'm basically going to turn my head, but my entire torso stays aimed at the spider. And I'm going to turn my head and, growl back at him.
Okay. And then roll your initiative.
I did. It's 11.
Oh, you got 11, and Bota's 13. So could somebody give me an order?
It was Bota, then Blaine, then I guess you, and then me.
And
Chris hasn't
Jimmy?
rolled yet.
roll?
Oh, sorry. You need to roll my initiative.
And then Jimmy.
Yep, Jimmy's last.
What'd you get, Jimmy?
A 6. Initiative is perception, right?
Yeah. All right. So you lost by 1, Jay. In the first rapid round, in what's happening right there at the front. This is, I guess, a dexterity. I can only guess this would be dexterity. So, Jay, this spider shoots a web at you as you turn to talk to that panther. What do you do?
I will. I'll try to, I guess, parry the web. Is that? What would it be? Oh, a dodge. I'll dodge.
Do you dodge it? Okay, so go ahead and roll your dodge.
17.
All right. So Jowkazza, this panther hisses towards Jowkazza, but also kind of towards the spider in the same direction. And as Jowkazza turns with his spear still pointed, he roars out. His translator droid says, "What are you thinking? I'm on your side, obviously." And then just as you turn, you see this flash of webbing coming towards you. And let's roll. Jordan, do you have grenade deviation on you? Probably not. That would be crazy. You're in Portugal.
He's memorized it.
I can pull it up though.
I just need to see it. Because this determines the direction that Jowkazza just dove in.
Let's see.
That's not it either.
I mean, I feel like I would dive towards the wounded cat because my next action is going to be to back to the fool.
To back to the cat?
Yeah, why not?
Back to the cat.
I've been stinking carrying these things around for like 6 missions now. I better use one.
All right. I mean, if you know that you want to dive towards the cat, then that's what you do.
Yeah, I dive towards the cat. Hello, little puss.
And you roll a 17 on intimidation versus. I gotta roll. I have to actually. Now that you're diving towards the cat. Intimidation goes against perception.
Sure.
Oh, wait.
Or knowledge.
It's knowledge.
In either case, the cat is a little bit
Oh, intimidation resists with willpower.
okay, which is a knowledge skill.
Which is knowledge,
It's it comprehends you. Let's put because you're trying to intimidate / persuade, I guess there within it. It understands that you have an aggression towards the spider, but now you put yourself into an awkward position right there next to next to something that they're looking to protect. Just as a note, and so that's the first rapid round, and now we'll go up to the top with Bota.
Sorry, I did not hear that last part. Did Jay's spear make contact with one of the spiders?
So
I haven't
Jay
thrown it yet.
turned to tell the panther, like, "Hey, back off! Like, don't get mad at me. I'm mad at the spiders." And then the spider tried to shoot webbing at him while he was turned, and he dodged it, and dove towards the wounded panther.
Oh, so he never even got a chance to throw the spear yet.
Right,
Okay.
he didn't get a chance to throw the spear based on his he lost the first round of initiative. Now you could, how about this? Actually, I should say this, Jay. You can do one action from here at -1d, or you can wait until your turn within the next round. Whatever you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
You're way ahead of everybody else.
I'll throw the spear. I mean, I feel like it would all be in kind of one, motion. I would pop up ready to throw it. So.
All right.
Oh, such a great visual.
And keep in mind, I mean, I've done this many times in my youth. I even honed this spear specifically to pierce the flesh of spiders.
It's like
It's why I made it. Walking through the jungle, I was like, I need a spear, just like in my childhood.
It's like the natural with his bat. This is Wonder Spear.
I thought you were gonna say like the deer hunter.
All right, so I need to roll my strength.
So this is a thrown weapons, which is the dexterity skill to throw it at the spider.
Oh, okay. Strength plus 2d is the damage. Okay. All right. I should have known that. All right, well, I guess I'm going to spend 2 more character points then.
Okay.
/roll. So normally it'd be 4d. It's going to go down to 3d6. It's 2.
And that's the third or fourth character points you're spending.
I've spent 3 total now.
Okay, cool.
Oh, all right. All right.
18, 20,
Good.
25.
You hit. Roll your damage. Is it? Well, I'll believe you. I don't have it. I don't have my notes on it.
You wrote down in the chat wooden spear, strength plus 1d, and then strength plus 2d if thrown.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. All right. Sweet.
So 70.
I wasn't sure if it was 2D or 2, so I'm glad I wrote it down. Great.
So 7d plus 2. Good. Yeah, strength's 5d.
Goodness gracious. Normally these things have a cap on them, and this is why.
Hey, it's a one-time. Well, I don't know if it's one-time use. I guess you tell me, but
Go pull it back out of him. Thank you. I need this back.
33.
All right, Jowkazza, describe to me how this happens as you throw a spear to commence battle against these spiders, not knowing if you've pissed off the Panthers yet, and it's dead. You just hit it for 17, or wait, no, with the 19.
All right. Well, I mean, clearly, I walk up to the panther, I growl, turn around. There is the web. Just all I see is web. I already know that my instinct is to help this poor little wounded puss. So I dive, do a roll, pop up, and throw. I mean, just beautiful throw, straight as an arrow, right through, hits him right through the mandible. That's the key spot you've got to hit, and just skewers him to the tree behind him. So light a little fire. You could make a nice little spider shish kebab later on that night. It'll be delicious.
And it is dead. All right. And with that, it's Bota now. So you hear this roar from Jowkazza, and assuming that it means that something just happened, because you can't quite see him from where you are right now. You just saw him dive and then throw a spear, and now it's your turn. That bush by you is very large. You heard Maxie mention it, so it's about 56 feet wideish. Figure it's about, well, yeah, not a full 56, so it'll be, maybe about 32 feet across in width. It's about, I don't know, 8 feet high at its peak, so it's a good size bush. It's
And Maxie was saying that there was a nest inside there.
She said that she doesn't recommend going near it. She didn't really say exactly why. It was more like, hey, like, you got these panthers right there, you got these you're like right in the middle of everything.
All right. So I guess I'll try to move up. Man, what's my move? It's only like 10 feet, right?
Yeah, this is where it gets real weird.
So I can only move up one square.
Yeah, I'd say you could probably move a square and a half. Let's put it that way.
All
Or
right,
you
and then I'm
could-
just trying to see that I'm going to be able to get a clear shot. See, like, that's going to be difficult because I can't really shoot through there. It's almost 100-foot shot. That's going to be difficult.
You do, I think we've established, have your jetpack on.
It's true. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to.
Our band manager has a jetpack.
I mean, that's just what we've shown so far.
I don't have my rocket boots.
Why would any Clue Horn player ever leave home without rocket boots? All right, I'm going to try to take a shot at this one here at the top of the screen. Spider. And
maybe the noise will scare them. Maybe they haven't heard blasters like that monkey has never seen a blaster.
Yeah, that's true. And once I light up my jetpack, that might also scare them as well.
Well, you can also fly away. Bye, guys. Have fun with the band.
See ya. I'm flying to town. I'm done with this jungle stuff. All right. Oops, wrong button. My bad. All right. So there's my shot and there's my damage.
To hit where? What?
To hit this this one up here.
This one?
Yep.
What gun are you using?
I'm using my light repeating blaster.
What is the range on your light repeating blaster?
That's a great question. So it says 5, 20, and 80.
Because you're
I don't know what that is.
sawed off.
Small, medium, and large.
Small, medium, and long range.
Oh, okay. So my
Yeah.
long range is 80. So I would not even be able to shoot that far?
What's your normal damage on it? I don't have. I don't know
7,
where I'll
7D.
7.
You can. It's like how easy it is to shoot something at those different ranges. So it's like easy, medium, hard. After that becomes extra hard.
Right. Where's the? This is like random stuff I don't always think about. Because you can.
Well, 38 would be a heroic, right?
Yeah. What becomes? It's that with that range. Let's say.
Oh, you're saying the
Let's say-
damage might not be as intense?
Yeah, the blaster. I mean, I always thought of it like the blaster bolt would dissipate over a longer range, and it wouldn't be able to. But you're like right near the edge of your range there.
That makes
88.
sense.
So let's say
You could take that damage down.
Yeah, let's take it down since you're just outside the range by 1D.
Right.
But you hit it.
There you go.
It. Oh, great. Same concept. So Bota runs up, takes a shot, and manages to hit this spider from way far away, scorching a blaster bolt just past Jowkazza, who just threw this spear. Like, you just see this thing fly right over your head, basically. And it hits the spider on, I don't know what the back part of the spider is called, the back abdomen of it. And the spider just kind of turns and lets out a little like screeching chitter noise, as if it's just really angry.
Stuck up,
At
Stirred it up.
scruffy looking nerf herder.
But it doesn't look like you injured it, just like it's mad that somebody else has shown up. Blaine.
Watch out for that panther, Blaine.
I know it's creeping up. And it's the panther that's pretty close to me. It's just sort of there, right?
Purring.
It's sitting on a tree.
It's watching, and it took notice of Bota. You don't know exactly what it's going to do next.
I'm scared to leave Rusty if I jump on the speeder and move. I mean, Maxie is okay. Be alright, I think.
I'm going to let her die, but Rusty, I don't
I
want to
mean-
have to tell Chris that I killed his character.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when Maxie dies, I'll be like, finally. Just kidding. Alright, well, I'm gonna...
You guys are just great.
Alright, well, I'm going to... Do we have anybody that's on the speeder, or can I just start it up and go?
No, I mean, you've actually got it kind of hovering right there.
Alright, I'm gonna jump on the speeder and try to go over here. Can I go through these bushes? Because I don't want to go into the panther. Or are these bushes blocking?
There's space right here. I mean, you're able to It'd be hard. Those are I'd say those are probably moderately sized trees. Like everything's thinning because you're coming towards the end of the jungle, towards the edge of the beach here. But like these are trees with probably like a 6-inch diameter trunk. Like they're just kind of shooting up.
Okay,
the
let
very
me see
edge of the jungle.
what the move is
Get it.
on this vehicle is. Quick.
Oh, see, I didn't think we'd use the speeder again, and I just closed that window.
I did too. Did you do that, or are you teasing me? Because that's exactly what I did.
No, I'm serious. I actually here I got it. Move 175.
Sweet. All right, so I should have no problem. Let's see. Whoops. I mean, even going around, can I sneak past this, or can I fly by this panther, or do I have to do some sort of dodge to get out of its way?
It's a large gap, but you could. I mean, you show me the route that you want to take to get there.
Okay, so I want to go. Can you see me move like this, like
Yeah.
when I hover, or does it just pop?
No, I see it.
Okay, so I want to go. Okay. As I fly by, jump on, Jimmy! Unless you want to stay there. And then go here.
It would be helpful if I was off mute. So you hopped up there to get real close?
Yeah. Do you want to get on the speeder with me?
Actually, I kind of do. Especially with Sparky nearby, he can get extra close. Although I hope I don't get webbed, but I think I go last, so this could be interesting what happens with
Could he do a
Jawa
reaction to me?
I'll say that you can. So you're spending an action to maneuver the speeder through, and I'll say that you can, if Jimmy accepts the help, take an action, and I guess we'd roll. It'd be a strength roll because you're going to be able to pilot it knowing Blaine's skill. It'd be a second action and a strength roll just to pull Jimmy up onto there. And we'll just take an action from Jimmy as well. So you guys are both performing an action to get Jimmy onto a speeder as you drive by.
Okay, so I'll want to actually do 3 actions. So 1, I want to pilot over and also get close to Jimmy so it's easy for us to do that. I want to help Jimmy on board, and then I want to take a shot off at this spider with the vehicle blaster. So I'll first roll
For your speeder or repulsor
Speeder.
operation.
Right, and that is at -2.
All right. So you're able to perform the maneuver, and then strength.
Just a base strength.
To get Jimmy on there. He's small, he's light, and you maneuvered the speeder really well.
Base strength. Sweet.
You definitely beat my difficulty roll, and by 3. So you managed to get Jimmy on, and all right, ruining my all my plans.
Well, I think that once we eliminate this threat of the spiders, the panthers may come for us.
But hey, you're on gunners, so you got the a vehicle weapon, which is a lot better than anything else we have.
The Panthers aren't going to come for us.
Famous last words. Okay, my vehicle blasters is not that good, especially at -2. But
The Tiger King.
Jimmy, there's a good chance I might miss the shot and the spider might wet us. I apologize in advance. All right, I will actually spend a character point to try to hit this spot.
Man, I'm rolling like crap.
$18.
All right, you hit the spider.
Yes.
I was really hoping that would not work. At least the shot wouldn't work. I knew that grabbing Jimmy would. What is the scale speeder? So you get plus, or no, this is a big boy. Yeah, well, yeah, because I let Bota hit it at regular, so you get plus 2d. I guess these are regular size or regular strength creatures.
Oh, right, because the scale.
Because you're a speeder scale
That's right.
for your weapons, so you get 5d6, right?
Yeah. So that speeder scale, the speeder gun isn't even that good. Okay. $17 for damage.
Blaine hops onto the speeder, kicks it in, then throttles it back, reaches out his arm and shouts to Jimmy, who amazingly reaches out, leaves Sparky behind as he is flipped onto the back seat of the speeder. You fly past the panther, who is so focused on the spider ahead of you that it doesn't even think to attack. It doesn't even notice you until you're just past it, and then you slam the brakes, I presume, and you shoot off a blast off the speeder, square into the face of the spider, and as the smoke clears, it stares right back at you.
Wow. That's pretty great.
And I don't know what you said, Bota.
Yeah.
You're all.
Try restarting.
And in response, the spider jumps up and shoots a bolt of webbing. This first spider shoots a blast of webbing directly at Blaine and Jimmy, I guess. So you guys are both right there on the speeder. You're facing him, so Jimmy's behind Blaine. Jimmy now wondering, was this a good idea?
Hey, Jimmy, at least it looked real cool.
Sparky, meanwhile, where the hell? Why not sleepy here? He's beeping off in the distance.
You are facing towards this spider. So this would be a fourth action. I'm just trying to think of how well do speeder bikes maneuver laterally, like side to side.
Well,
because I presume you came
also,
to a stop there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
To roll a dodge, I guess. So you tell me how you want to dodge. If you want to dodge side to side, go forward, go back, whatever it may be.
I mean, I could even quickly put it into reverse out of the way or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll I don't know. Do they have like a little jump where you just boost up? Maybe I'll just boost up and try to get out of the way.
Do a kickflip.
I don't know that they have that much elevation shift, do they?
Let's see. They have altitude range. Let's
Ground
see.
to 25 meters.
So I mean, 25 meters high is pretty high.
It is. I'm just wondering if you have to have forward motion to bring this thing up. You know what I mean? Describe to me how you get the speeder out of the way.
Okay, if I can't somehow magically, well, okay. So if speeders and everything,
If you have
work
to
on-
say magically,
no, with repulsor lift technology, where they have something underneath them that keeps them always floating. What I'm just going to do is crank that up so it just boosts me up.
all right. Go ahead
Okay.
and roll a repulsor lift operation. I guess at minus, what is this, minus 3D now?
Yeah.
Which-
I will spend another character point because I don't want to ruin our coolness of what just happened to getting. Okay, so my speeder is normally with the maneuver 11d6,
Goodness gracious.
but now it's -3. But then character points, so it's -2, so it's 9d6.
Hold on to your butts.
Don't worry, Jimmy. This is gonna look cool. Also, either way, we're gonna look cool.
Blaine kicks this, seeing that the spider just stared right back at it and then moved to do something. Blaine just, I don't even know where the controls are for this on the speeder. Obviously, because my Katira's speeder control is not like this at all, right? And all of a sudden, Jimmy, you feel yourself slammed down into the seat as the speeder launches up into the air. Blaine, roll 1d20. Let's say that you were at a couple meters up. We'll just figure out how high up you went. So you,
Wow.
you rock
Well,
it up, and you are now well above the treetops, Blaine, and you see a short distance off. You see the suddenly your eyes both are just blinded for a moment by the sunlight off the ocean, which is about, I don't know, a mile off in the distance. It's so close. And then as you look to your east, you know, we're facing, this map is top is north, bottom south, right? As you look to the east northeast area, you see the jungle is almost covered in web. And as you look to the west, you see what the jungle of Rathalay looked like before these spiders came to be here. But you are 75 feet in the air. You are up there all of a sudden.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna point, look towards the horizon and be like, "It's beautiful, isn't it, Jimmy?"
Jawa Jimmy holding on for dear life as the vehicle is just rocking it up, barely having a chance with a silent eye to take the picture, only to sit still for a moment and to take it in.
I feel very much like that point in The Hobbit when they pop out of Mirkwood.
And
mm-hmm.
off to the other side, you guys you're up there. Yeah, you're up there. You just popped up. Yeah, just like that. Popped up out of Mirkwood. You see the sun. I don't. On the other side, this giant spider is going to. Yeah. It's hard to. It's stupid scale. Is going to move much closer to this panther and shoot a web. The panther is, as you look at it, Jowkazza, very injured. It shoots a web at. Let's do this. Evens, Jowkazza, odd at the panther. So it shoots a web at you, Jowkazza.
Okay. Can I can I kind of dodge? I mean, ducking behind. Is the panther on like a raised platform or something like that?
No, I that's just the best picture I found of a panther lying down.
Oh, okay.
It's it's down on the jungle floor.
Okay. All right. Well, you said that Wookiees had a way of avoiding these. I mean, is it really just dodge?
So
I'll just roll my dodge.
it's that Wookiees are very big and strong creatures, and so and part of that is that they, I guess, are evolved to. They're strong enough to break out of the webbing. Basically, is their biggest advantage. They don't want to get hit by it, but they're like whereas Jimmy, if he gets stuck in that webbing, he's gonna have a rough time of it. You stand a much better chance of getting out.
Am I at a -2 because I took that second action, or are we at the top of the order?
You're at a new turn. You're at a new turn, so this is
all right.
Wait, did I even get to go yet?
You are after Jowkazza.
He should be last. No, he should have been last in the order.
The Panthers are last.
He rolled a 6 on his initiative.
I think the Panthers rolled like a 2 or something.
Oh, I don't think he ever
rolled
rolled
that.
But Jowkazza, you got attacked at the beginning of a different round.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Then goes Jowkazza, then Jimmy.
The Panthers rolled a 5.
All right. Cool. Whatever. I got a 19 on my dodge.
All right, and these things are apparently not nearly. This is why creatures need to have skills at doing things, not just base dexterity stats. If they hit you, they're gonna hurt you, but they can't hit you apparently.
Well, yeah, because there's no skill for spitting in our wiki.
Well, it'd be webbing, and it would be maybe not in the wiki, but at least it would it'd be like. It's a dexterity skill to shoot things, right? So dexterity, webbing,
Yeah.
Creature skills.
You dodged it, right? Versus, creature skills.
I did. Also, I think it's under strength that there's a cleaning skill.
Jay, where do you find the most ridiculous?
Yeah, it is cleaning. So, I mean, when we're done with all of this, I'm going to have to clean some cobwebs off of these trees. Go ahead.
That's...
Why have you not talked about the digging skill?
I have. I dug a bunch.
I dug a bunch.
I will say this, Jowkazza, just as a note, I would wager that shovel is probably strength plus 1d if you hit something with it.
Oh,
just because I know that.
I know.
But
just wait.
You got to brawl with it.
Just wait until I get in brawling.
Right. Goodness gracious. And from further back, you see another spider show up, but it's like a little bit further off. It's just an indication that there may be more, but you're not 100% sure. But you've already killed one, and it's Jowkazza's turn.
Okay, so Jimmy's not going. What?
Jimmy goes after you.
Okay. What? Okay. All right. So how close is the spider now? What is he?
The one near you?
The one right next to us. He's 24 feet.
Yeah. Well,
so not really.
I need to
not really brawling range at this point.
Let me do snap to corner here. 16 feet. You could. It'd be kind of too bad because your move's what? What's Jowkazza's move? Is it? I know normally it's 10, but Jowkazza's probably more.
That's 11.
You could use an action to run towards it to double your movement, and then you'd be in brawling range with it.
That's okay. I'll just shoot it with the bow. Okay. I'm gonna do 2 actions. Then I'm going to apply one of the Bacta gel tabs that I've been carrying around to this panther. how I don't know really how long that takes to apply. Is it literally just, a quick thing like a quick bandage, or does it take a minute or two to apply it accurately?
This is a technical first aid.
Yeah, I mean, I'll roll my first aid to see how well it works, but I don't know
Yeah.
if it's realistic to like quick, do a very quick shot with the bowcaster and then apply this, or apply it and then do a quick shot with the bowcaster. I'm kind of thinking that, while all this other stuff has been going on, I've been tending to this panther as much as I can.
So, you could take a shot and then begin first aid. I'll say that it's going to take you 2 rounds of doing first aid to fully get it done. So it'll be an action this turn, and then it'll be one of your actions next turn. Or you could say like, hey, I'm going to stop first aid and do 5 other things, and then finish your first aid later. But yeah, it's not like you can do it in like, hey, here you go. Here's your sensu bean, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's I appreciate that thought.
All right. So then, does it really matter what order I roll them in?
No, it does not. They're both
going to be minus 1d.
-2 because you took an action to dodge. So these are the third actions.
Well, screw it then. I'm just gonna roll my first aid. So
that's a -1.
I won't shoot. Okay, 14.
All right. I'm gonna take a look at the healing real quick on it, but we can go to Jawa Jimmy's turn while I look that up.
Yeah. I'm assuming it won't be a difficult shot to shoot this because it's so close by.
I mean, he's let's do some quick math, Jimmy. You're 40 feet. You're 75 feet in the air. He's 40 feet away from you. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Oh, no.
Jimmy, if you can do that in your head before you land, then you can take the shot.
Do you have any grenades you could just drop from
Just
above?
drop it.
Oh my gosh, that would be...
Hopefully the grenades fall faster than you guys.
Yeah, I gotta. Taylor Jimmy's got a thing about grenades and detonators.
And he loves them.
Fun is all about.
He's approximately 85 feet from you, Jawa Jimmy.
There you go. So if you shoot straight down, you're good.
Sounds like a good shot.
Well, for you, that is actually a decent distance away because you're probably using your heavy blaster, right?
I was going to use the ion gun to see if that would be better. Whichever would have better range, I guess, would be the question.
I don't know your ion gun range.
I take my ion gun down to the range all the time.
It feels...
I can probably find that.
And it adapts everything. Let's see here.
That's the ion gun range.
Okay, I got it. It is horrible range.
Okay, thunder.
The worst range of anything. It's only good up close. It's this. Post in the chat. You gotta meet quadruple heroic Jimmy to
get that right.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
So,
let's use that blaster.
the thunder.
So plan
the
B.
thunder, you can shoot at it, and we'll say that its damage will go down to 4d6 plus 2, because you're past 150% of its range, shooting at 80 something feet.
Hilarious. Let's do it.
If you just kind of like steer the speeder towards it.
Just crush it. The speeder comes down right on top of it.
Oh my gosh, that would
Yeah.
be equally hilarious. Just to squish the bug.
It's like a giant fly swatter.
You can shoot at it, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, you know what we should have done? We should have mounted a lightsaber to the front of the speeder and just ran it.
I think Jawa Jimmy's still carrying a lightsaber
I
around.
still have my lightsaber. Yeah. I have lightsaber combat actually, which is hilarious. I actually raised my lightsaber count to 5d6.
Hey, new plan. You just hold out the side, and I'll just go right up next to him and slice through it.
What would
Just
that
gave
be
that
for a
spider a
roll?
buzz cut.
I think you could do two actions. You could do your shot, and then just put it away and pull out the lightsaber.
Ignite your lightsaber.
And then just hold it when it's my turn. I'll just drive next to him.
I just think it's funny that you guys would be flying through the stun ray potentially as you're flying towards him at 150 kilometers an hour with a lightsaber hanging out the side.
I think
They stunned themselves. So.
I think it's more impressive trying to ground pound a spider speeder.
It's like Mario doing his butt slam.
I just don't. The speeder doesn't have a high strength.
It just comes down on its legs.
It's like squishing a Goomba. Come on.
Only works if Jawa Jimmy puts his Banjo Kazooie suit on.
The body strength is only 2D on the speeder bike. I think we might get crushed by the spider.
Oh no, I'll be even more of a cyborg at that rate. Okay, let me go roll my blasters. Minus 1d, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more machine now than Jawa.
This speeder bike is more spider now than speeder.
20 to hit.
What's the threshold for very difficult?
You mean
that's 20 or 21?
24?
No, it's very difficult. 21 is the threshold for very difficult. So Jimmy, you shoot and there is a not super impressive because it's you're a little ways away. Char mark on the ground next to the spider.
Womp, womp, womp.
Just barely. It couldn't dodge because it didn't see you to shoot at, to dodge you. But
I don't even know how a stun would char the ground.
It stuns the ground.
Oh, I thought he was using his heavy blaster.
No, he's a heavy blaster, since it would have to be a triple heroic.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Also, that would also be funny if it was like somehow the blast somehow made it that far and you just fizzled the ground.
This is now hallowed ground. So is Maxie just gonna run and hide somewhere, or jump in the box with Drew?
No, well, Maxie is way back
Just
here.
hanging out with Rusty.
I
It's
just
actually
noticed
her
the
turn.
typo
Rusty.
in the core rulebook.
Submit that to West End Games.
Look at how they spelled my name.
Maxie is going to actually open the box and climb inside.
She is. That's hilarious.
She's like, I don't know what's going on here.
She's climbing in the box with Drew. Is there still water in there too?
I assume that Jowkazza, did you empty out the water or did you leave it in there?
No, I emptied it out, of course.
I mean, Drew is a Nautilus. She might actually like that water.
She can tell what everyone's feeling in the water.
She's like, Maxie's sad. She wakes up from her trance. What's wrong?
Maxie's
You notice
sad.
you're not doing well.
All of the Panthers are going to move in towards everything that's going on. This one is almost directly underneath you guys. This Panther behind you, Bota, is real close.
All right, I'm gonna ride that thing. I have a beast handling skill.
We're back to the top of the round, which I think was Bota.
Do you remember that I caught those animals on that planet and I told them they had to teach me how to ride them? Just like the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
those
paid like a
dewbacks.
lot of money for that, and I don't even remember where they went.
The dewbacks. Can you buy some dewbacks?
Yeah, it was a mating pair, and he gave it to Drew for Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but I also told them like they had to teach me how to like ride them. Oh man. Okay,
I don't know
I'm
if you ever
gonna.
cashed that.
I don't remember giving them to Drew, but that makes sense.
Rusty back here is just like, guys, what's going on? He can't see any of the spiders. He just hears blaster fire.
Get in the box, Rusty. For your own good.
All the NPCs get in the box.
All right, I'm gonna shoot. I was gonna try to jetpack over and make sure Jawa Jimmy and Blaine got back to the ground safely, but I can't go that far. What's I think my jetpack distance. Let me see what my jetpack distance is. I think it gives me a move of 20.
What jetpack does Bota have now? You got the Whisper, right?
At 200 meters.
But no Panthers will hear you.
Right, I can sneakily move over there. So I actually could get to Jawa Jimmy and Blaine.
200? Where are you getting 200? I got 70. You bought a Whisper jetpack, I thought.
My character sheet says equipment, Hushabout jetpack, 200 meters.
Oh, the Hushabout. You didn't get the Whisper, you got the Hushabout. Alright. Hushabout. Yeah, 200 meters.
Whisper Hush, I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to try to fly basically to the point where Jawa, Jimmy, and Blaine are going to basically come back into the stratosphere. And so I'm going to try to fire at the same fighter that I shot the first time that just made angry. So 2 actions, so minus 1d.
And so draw me your path.
Right.
Okay. And which spider? This one?
Shoot the same way I shot it the first time.
Alright, with a blaster?
Top. I'm going to fly towards it first so that I get a better range. Then fire.
Alright. Don't worry. Yeah, you hit it. And strength. Shoosh.
I imagine I'm about right there when I take my shot.
Yep. All right. The spider screeches out, and it doesn't look like it's completely dead, but it does not look like it's moving. Like it's just got it's like twitching a little bit.
This one's for the panther.
And now it's Blaine, 75 feet up in the air, looking out at the beautiful sky. Jimmy just reached down and shot, ruining your brief moment of soliloquy about the beauty of the ocean and how it sparkled like gemstones in the fresh afternoon sun of Rathalay.
Jimmy, let's just stay up here forever. All right, I guess we got some spiders to fry. Let's see here. I guess I will. Let's see. Maybe. So what I'll do is. Okay, so the thing is, it's going to be. I'll have to navigate down, or just lower us down. And as I do, I'll want to take off a couple of shots at the spider. But the damage is actually worse on my heater bite.
So you're just going straight down?
Let's see. Jimmy, what do you think? Do you think I should go straight down? Or maybe we go over here or something?
I think we should get probably behind him. Since these two are dead, right? So if we get...
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah, so if these two are effectively dead, we might as well get behind him. So we are not... Unless we can land over here, like if we're flying up a trajectory toward this area, or up here. Either way is probably good, but getting some distance from the Panthers might be a good idea too. So if we're back here, it's probably safe.
Or you know what we could also do? What if... Whoops. What if we stay up here and then I just shoot down with my blaster? It's really far away also for me, but no one can hit us. Well, actually, maybe the spider could. The spider could shoot its web if I don't kill it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So,
and then
we should probably aim to kill it.
Yeah. All right. Then I guess I should move so we surprise it. Actually, no. Even if it shoots its web, I can probably dodge out of the way.
True, if we can do another risky maneuver. Or, not risky, that's the bad term.
This doesn't sound arrogant at all.
Alright, well, I will... It's fine. I just, for me, it's like, okay, I can move, and then if I fire the blast... Oh, whatever. It's fine. I'm just going to do the original move. I'm going to move over... Is this like a clear enough...
Yeah.
Area? Okay. I'll move us over here. So I'll move there, and I want to take off. Can I still see it through this bush? Yes,
you can make a shot along the way. Yeah, you could do that.
All right, I'm gonna fly, and then I'm gonna take see, at least.
What direction do you end up facing? Are you looking north, or are you looking south at the end of this? Are you turning towards him?
Yeah, I want to.
Or are you shooting backwards?
Face this way.
Okay.
Can I?
For direction,
Okay.
I think.
So to make it harder to to do my flying, can I do that one-handed and shoot my normal blaster with my other hand?
I mean, you roll the dice.
Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna do this maneuver, and on the way, then I'm gonna take off 2 shots. We do it. So that's 3 actions minus speeder.
And all right,
This is the speeder. This is the speeder roll.
all right.
8. This
Nice.
is the last. First one at -2.
That's some good speeder biking.
We're finally doing speeder bikes. And this is the second shot.
Okay, the spider. You're shooting at this right here. The
Yep.
spider. I mean, in its tiny little insect or arachnid brain, is confused because it shot its webbing at something, and it just, instead of coming down with the webbing, it just vanished as far as it's concerned, right? It doesn't look directly up. It doesn't know what happened. So it doesn't know that you just flew over it and behind it and just shot at it. So it doesn't even dodge. You hit both times.
Sweet.
Confused spider. What?
Not the best damage rolls, though.
But it's speeder damage, right? So
Yeah.
it's increased even further?
Nope.
No, he's using his blaster.
Oh, normal blaster. Okay.
Because the speeder damage isn't actually that much better. It's actually
Twice
worse.
right in the butt of the spider twice. And you wonder if maybe there's some layer of webbing on the back end that it ejected in fright at the sound of the blaster behind it, but the spider somehow turns towards you, and it does not look much worse for wear.
Jimmy,
All right,
need
it's
this
lightsaber
lightsaber. It's chopping time.
Rushing towards you, the spider fires another. We'll say he shoots 2 webs at you.
Alright, so this is my 4th action, so I'm at 3. I'll use another character point so Jimmy, you don't.
Oh, wow.
Oh, 21.
I didn't think that you would ever need to use a character point piloting this thing. You easily weave out of the way of the first shot, and then you actually catch a little bit of web on the side of your face. And Jimmy, you catch some web full on in the face as Blaine kind of shifts to the side, not interfering with your optics through your lens because you're on heat seeking or infrared right now.
Heat seeking.
You just got that spider played some jizz music straight to your face.
I feel like this is like a scene of Top Gun.
We're supposed to make jizz music, not
Heat-seeking
take
lockdown.
jizz music.
You're not you guys are not restrained. You managed to dodge out of it, but you beat it by 1.
Whew.
I rolled real well on that one.
Oh my
Then I'll keep your other. Oops, why am I on search? I'll keep your other roll. You rolled a 20, right, to dodge?
21, yep.
Oh, then from behind you, way off target, another spray of webbing comes as this spider shoots it out at you just appearing. But seeing seeing two of its friends just recently killed, and it looks like it's a little bit startled. This one starts to actually scurry back off into the jungle, away from you guys, leaving us with Jowkazza. Jowkazza, you're finishing up applying medicine to this panther right here. There's another one practically right on top of you.
Yeah. So is the one that I've been healing, does it get up? Does it react at all to the medicine?
We'll find out after your turn when you finish applying medicine.
All right.
You don't have to roll again for the medicine. We'll just say that it takes the 2 turns. But that's one of the actions that you're taking this turn, is finishing up applying that medication to this panther, this incapacitated panther.
Okay. All right. I don't think I will do any other. Yeah, I won't do any other actions at this point.
Jowkazza, you finish applying medication, and the panther that was mostly unconscious, it looks like it's kind of coming around and waking up as you finish everything taking care of it. I'm gonna move this so that I can get this slash out of the way.
Okay. As it's as it's waking up, I want to just gently caress its head. You're gonna be okay, little guy.
Jimmy?
That's all a bad dream.
Jimmy, you've got fresh, and this is a wet, sticky, heavy web all over your face.
You got udon noodles all over your face.
Oh man.
This is gonna cost like 500 wulong to get my outfit clean.
I just had this cleaned.
Thankfully, I didn't get anything on my tux.
Oh my gosh, that would actually be extra funny. Given he's like, oh, at least I got to the face, not the tux. You know, like brushing off all the residue. Just... I forgot he's wearing a tux.
That's
right.
A Daft Punk helmet. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So the helmet's full of the goo. Can I take an action to clear off my visor so I can get rid of some of the stick on my mask?
You can try. So you've got a, it's not impeding your infrared sensors at all on your.
Oh, so it's not okay.
Your visor. You could try to take it off in the middle of the battle if you want. Yeah.
That would be an action, right?
Really doing any, yeah, it'd be an action to try and do it. It doesn't seem like it's having any impact on you though. Like you're like, I'm fine. This is just on me, right? It's like if you got blood splatter on you, kind of a thing. Like it's like this isn't doing anything to me.
All right, Jawa Jimmy will shoot the bastard back now that he's closer to it. So he's gonna go through some pop shot. 66, and that should be an easy shot. Now that we're like right next to it. Actually, no. Since I'm at the end of the turn, I'm gonna do 2 rounds. I'm gonna fire twice at this jerk face. So let's do.
You're gonna fire once with the T6 and once with the ion cannon.
I was gonna shoot. Oh, that's right. I have to. Oh, that's right. If I maybe I'll just use the ion cannon twice. That'll give you better hit rate. I think what's my hit rate? It's 76 for the blaster, so it'd be 266. Yeah, we'll do 2 the ion blaster to stun it.
I will say the ion cannon is that really its range, Jordan? 3 to 4, 8, 12?
Yeah.
It's outside of ion cannon range.
But here's the thing: if you hit with your heavy blaster Thunderer, that does 60 plus 2 damage, which is more than my gun, and it's more than the speeder bike.
Well, let's just do the single shot then. Because that's right. I have to wait for cooldown. That's right.
All right.
Do the one shot at 66.
I'm gonna guess that you can beat a 2. So go ahead
Yep.
and roll your damage.
5d6 plus 2.
Oh, it's a Joe Kitty.
Joe Kitty.
24 damage. Oh wow.
Yes.
That stings a bit.
Good.
Good.
Oh, hey, you rolled 5d6 plus 2 for damage. It's actually 6d6 plus 2.
Oh, it's 66? Okay.
So
roll one more.
One more.
D6.
Yes. If it's a... Oh, yeah.
28 damage.
28.
Shoot, this
All
is
right.
the new paradigm. You shoot, I
Do it.
fly.
You're the flyer now?
Look at me. You're the
Look at
shoot
me.
now.
That spider falls to the ground, unconscious, and Jowkazza next to you. You know, as you're right there treating the panther, its eyes slowly open and recognizing you as another jungle beast, and one that apparently just healed it. It extends its. I mean, this is a big cat. Like, these guys look like panthers, but the actual creature itself is called I'll link it here. Colosan panther, which, if I remember right, this is the one that they're 5.5 meters in length, and they have they're like saber-tooth tigers with undercut, like underbite fangs instead of overbite fangs. If I'm thinking of the right cat. It extends this massive tongue and licks you right across the face. And then this other panther that was near you sort of, and this is a big beast, like brushes its side against you. And you can see that the one that you just healed, as this other one comes up to you, looks like it's a cub of this pack. And this other panther kind of helps it to its feet, and then they all start moving back towards their better place in the jungle. And this one kind of like mews at you and gives you this sweet, if it wasn't such an ugly saber-tooth undercut tiger face look. And they all, it's like they acknowledge that you're not there to harm them, and they're grateful in whatever way whatever that means. As
Do
they
any of
walk
them
off.
do any of them have children that they're raising? Maybe like with a big bear, something like that.
It's possible, but you'd have to follow them into the jungle if you wanted to know whether or not any of them are named Bagheera.
All right. Well, what are we gonna do, guys?
So, with
Are we still in combat?
with the spiders in the area effectively quelled, and the panthers not looking aggressive now that Jowkazza has saved their cub, you guys up here are completely out of combat, and you hear, guys, what's going on? As Rusty slowly makes his way around towards where Bota came from, and sees a bunch of dead spiders and Jawa Jimmy with webbing all over his face.
He freaks out. Don't worry, guys, I'll save you. And he punches one of the panthers right in
This
God, the Panthers coming. And
Watch out for those
Jowkazza,
Panthers, guys.
and Rusty throws a thermal detonator right in the middle of the Panthers.
blows us all up.
That
Game
guy
over.
starts quickly. Oh man, best game of the game. This is how it ends.
That's where you want a thermal detonator.
Oh, dream.
You just chuck a thermal detonator at all those spiders. That would have worked great. Yeah. So you have kind of made your way through. You avoided the. I'll just. Even though I do think sometimes it's good to not know what you avoided. You guys avoided those two bushes, which were these things. They're called. Well, there was another bush that you guys also avoided, called a thorn sniper, that would have shot these spines off at you to try and hurt and kill you, and made
That sounds
everything a lot
bad.
worse.
That sounds real bad.
You rescued the panther, you killed the spiders, and eventually you can, I guess, at some point, you will realize that you've left Maxie and Drew and AT88 all sitting in this bar.
Oh, I didn't forget him. I was going to go back and get him. But first, I want to pull my spear out of this spider. Is this one still twitching?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Each of these
Finish
two has a little bit of movement in them still, yeah.
All right, I'm going to pull my spear out of this guy, and I'm just going to spit on him and say that was for Dennis.
Still carrying that aggression around.
Yeah, I'll kick the other spider and say that was for that dead monkey.
And then I'll go back and I'll get the box.
Do you open the box?
I'll come back and drop the box.
Or you just pick up the box and carry it with you?
I'm gonna open the box, and I'm gonna see if any of the artifacts allow me to communicate with panthers.
I'm maxing to get out of the box.
You not being a Jedi are not certain. It looks like there's some stuff, like it's like, I don't know what this thing does. It's a cube, and this is a pyramid. I don't know.
We really need Drew to wake up.
Like, I was really hoping we'd have Drew around at least once. I know she's, been out, but I was like, no, we could use Drew so badly right now.
I'm gonna be quite miffed if we carry around these stupid artifacts for this whole mission and they don't have any significance.
I'm gonna suggest that you need to become force sensitive, Jowkazza.
Can't change that. You have got one chance when you fill out your character sheet. That's what I read. That's it.
Being force sensitive? Can you become force sensitive later on? Is that something you can train for?
I don't think so. At least the guide that I read, and I didn't know anything about this game, so I totally could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think what it said is that you basically get one chance to decide whether you're force sensitive or not.
So I think that that's the best way to do it. There's a rule in there that allows you to become force sensitive, and it costs like 25 character points. And I've talked with Jordan about it in the past. Like, that's not enough, because it costs you two of your dies that you would put towards your regular skills, or 3 potentially, to become force sensitive, because you have to spend them on your control, alter, and sense skills. And so, like, Callan, I want to say, is force sensitive. So, like, where normally I think you get what, like 18 dice to put between your attributes. Somebody that's force sensitive would only get, it's either 15 or 16, right? And if you actually look at the
Ooh.
value, right, like Jimmy, you saw, right, when you wanted to boost your strength, it costs you 10 character points to go from 1D to 1D plus 1. So that means to go to 2D, it costs you 30 character points, which means 25 character points is not of equal value to what it costs at the initial character build out. That's why Drew is so much weaker in certain aspects than people, because her original 18 dice went into her ability to be force sensitive. And
So you're
so like for
saying
me,
25 character points is a bargain. I like where this is going.
so the way that I think it should be done, one, it's kind of like you should have a reason that your character is force sensitive, like becomes force sensitive, right? But two, it should be like, okay, you want to be force sensitive, you have to give up, you have to choose 3 attribute dice, or the GM chooses, or whatever, right? Like maybe to be force sensitive, if you're Jimmy and you're like, I'm really good at mechanical. Well, in order to become force sensitive, you have to sacrifice part of that, and then your mechanical goes down by 2D and your technical goes down by 1D so that you can become a Jedi, right? That would be of equal value. But normally it's kind of like what Jay was saying. Like, it's normally written like, you want to be force sensitive, you should pick it at the outset, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I really don't like changing it unless there's a really good reason to.
No, that's fair. I think I was just curious, like, oh, can you become one? Because I wasn't sure if there was rules that would dictate otherwise. I would assume there'd be some kind of penalty by becoming it, because once you become a Jedi of sorts, good or bad, like, you can become godly to the point where the system's broken, as your characters prove. Like, yeah, you can just steamroll everything, which kind of takes the fun out of it, versus being weaker. So I think that
Well, and you're supposed to be, it's supposed to be like you become a Jedi and you're really good at all this stuff, and then you're not as good, like when you need to go pickpocket someone, or like pick a lock on a door or shoot someone with a blaster. You're supposed to not be very good at those things in exchange for it, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that
Like,
so that you can instead use a lightsaber and kill people with it instead of 5D damage. We can all use lightsabers, guys.
I mean, we can, which I think is great. The fact I boost that up for the sake of just using the things attached to my hip that will probably never be used other than for apparently killing slime creatures that look like peanut butter.
I love the idea. Like, I'm gonna put this, like, you should tie the lightsaber to a stick and use it like a lance and go jousting with Blaine.
This is how we both lost our arms.
So this right there is he lost his other good hand.
I honestly say we tie it to the front of this speeder, and I'll just start slicing through people.
So, as far as the mission's concerned, because I know it's getting late, or it's getting towards actual daytime for some of us now, Jordan.
Great.
Four character points for everybody, and a force point to Jowkazza for saving the baby panther and avoiding you guys having to potentially fight any panthers.
Oh, I didn't know it was a baby.
All right.
That's so sweet.
Oh yeah.
The baby gives you a kiss.
And there's no benefit to panther slobber, so sorry. Also, I'll have to like write up the item.
Is there any
stats
benefit to the udon noodles on Jawa Jimmy's face?
Can I get some udon remover?
So the webs. Let me see here. What is it? The webs have
The webs
a
have to be like
strength
strong.
of, where is it at? The webs have, for the smaller spiders, have a strength of 5D to restrain anything it hits. So you need 5D strength to be able to tear that webbing off your face.
Wookiees use that webbing to string their bowcasters.
Yeah. If you had gone in and actually gotten a mama spider, they have their strength is 8D plus 2. It's basically run away. Their webs have a strength of 60, and no physical item can really cut them because it becomes ensnared in the webbing. So you can't use a knife, a sword, a vibro axe to cut the webbing. It gets caught up in it.
Ooh, lightsaber.
What about a
Worst
lightsaber?
situation, use a lightsaber.
Yeah, a lightsaber would work, right? And
I don't want to put it next
anybody,
to my
Oh, he
face.
lost
Though.
another arm.
I don't want to burn the face off
Hold still. Hold still.
Hold still,
still.
Jimmy. Please use your lightsaber.
it's like a super
I got
boss. Like if you see the thing, when it first shows up, you have to make a difficult willpower check, and if you don't make a difficult willpower check, you either have to run away from it or attack it, and you can't do
It's like the
anything
Marine
else.
Corps.
And if you fail by more than 10 points, then you only can sit there and cower until you roll a moderate
Sounds like
willpower
Jawa
to
Jimmy
stop
and Rusty.
right?
Oh man, that would suck. Actually, that's a good question. So, how do I raise my base perception from 2D plus 1? Because it's willpower,
So-
right? Well, actually,
No, willpower.
Willpower is knowledge.
Ooh. Well, I guess I got 3D. That's not terrible.
Actually,
Not great.
If we were staying in this jungle for longer, which maybe it sounds like we're not, but if we were staying in this jungle for longer, I was gonna raise my willpower because I think if we actually went and fought the witch, that would become a critical stat.
Guys, we can always come back for the witch. Like, I feel like...
If there is a witch, AT-8 said there's just ruins.
He doesn't know
He hasn't
anything.
seen.
Shut that droid up.
But with that, you guys, as Blaine and Jimmy saw, you're close enough to the beach that you'll be able to make it there relatively soon, and kind of make your way to the Isle from there. And next mission will be picking up on going into the town of the Isle and figuring out how the heck you guys are going to get a gig in the resort itself, and then how you're going to get into Elba or Albie Isle to get Admiral Grant.
Somebody needs
I asked
to
for-
somebody
wait till
needs
we
to
hear our
figure out
stories.
who runs the resort or whatever, and I will forge us a contract for the show.
All I ask is that can I get Jowkazza's help removing the
webbing with some solvent from my Daft Punk mask.
Hold still.
Hold still, Jimmy.
So oddly enough,
Yeah.
if Jowkazza goes to help, as he does, he first reaches like right on your face, and it leaves like on the side of your helmet like a spider web. The spider webs on the side are kind of still there, and it leaves kind of a cool design. And you're like, I don't know how long this will last here. Like, and you can decide if you want him to take it off or not. But it looks kind of neat.
Now, is this
Helmet.
impacting my ability to breathe?
You can
Or
still breathe.
just-
No, it doesn't. So it was completely for effect, right? Like
Okay.
Jordan made the dodge by 1. And
One.
so I was like, well, Blaine gets out of the way and it gets Jimmy just a little bit, right?
Okay, so it's not like it's really bad. Okay. We'll just deal with
No,
it.
it's not doing anything bad to you. Your actual vision might have been impaired if you flipped off your infrared.
Got it. Well, it's always on, so I guess that's fine.
Always on for protection.
Always got to be seen and hearing. Got
For
them.
Jimmy's pleasure.
Oh, man.
All right.
Jimmy's
I'm turning off the recording, so everything that we say from here on out is non-canon.